You were talking about the speed of the spinners and the lines and lengths. For me, another fact has also played into the Sri Lankans' hands. They haven't persevered with certain plans for long enough. They've been looking for instant results. Angles, lines, lengths. They've looked to swap every couple of overs. I think you need to give yourself a lot more of a chance. Be prepared to bowl and bowl and bowl, and then there are moments when things start happening for you. Mark Wood.
Around the wicket, driving, no timing though. And Wood, as happens so often throughout a spell, ends up on the ground. I don't know how many times, more times than any other bowler I've ever seen, Mark Wood ends up lying on the surface after bowling a ball.
Is it round the wicket that it always happens, or over the wicket? Because he's trying hard not to run onto the middle, and hence losing balance on that occasion.
I think it's just down to effort. Purely and simply down to the effort that he's trying to put in at the crease. He almost flings himself off his feet.
Actually 29 players have debuted after Mark Wood for England. 667, 697 Dan Lawrence. Why I say 29 is I haven't got my maths wrong. 696 went to Alan Jones from the 70s. They're featuring in a World 11 testing.
Yeah, it was a late decision, wasn't it, in the ECB? There's a little bit of confusion around at the start of the test match, actually.
Not the Alan Jones from your part of the world, huh?
My part? What about your part of the world? That's where you live. He's your local radio celebrity, isn't he? In Sydney?
Yes, I was actually referring to Ian Jones, the second row for the All Blacks. Got that wrong, Simon.
Yeah, no. We had an Ian Jones and a Michael Jones.
My childhood hero.
Yeah, a lot of people in Sri Lanka actually, when I think probably going back to watching the early days of All Black rugby, Sri Lankans, because they have a great affinity with rugby in this country. There's a lot of them talk about Michael Jones.
Again, the British influence. They left cricket and rugby behind. Most of the schools, those are the two prestigious sports, just like in England. Bit of soccer, but it's cricket and rugby, just like in most other parts of the world.
The fly slip in place now. And nicely in behind that one. And down in front of us, so no regulation slip. And around about what would be a fly third slip for the short pitch delivery. Perhaps looking for Kusal Mendes to try and ramp one down in that direction. Johnny Bairstow in at leg slip, man under the helmet as well.
And who knows, now and again the Sri Lankan batsmen have done strange things. Even the wicket that fell. Many wickets in the first innings. Actually Sri Lanka in somewhat, but in a territory that they're not used to. So they batted 56.5 overs at the moment. In the last 4 test innings, they haven't batted for more than that. 46.1 in the first innings here in Galle. You go back to Johannesburg, 40.3 and 56.5. And the innings before at Centurion, 46.1 again. So new territory for the Sri Lankans.
And at different times in that South African series, and I watched quite a bit of that on television back home in New Zealand, you felt like Sri Lanka were well and truly in the game.
But that first innings at the Centurion are probably the best Sri Lanka had batted overseas. It was hard conditions. 96 overs they batted, but it was a shame that it went nowhere from there. 154 for 1.
A new set of glasses being brought out for umpire Paliagurage. I think they might be the light enhancers. It's getting a little bit dark.
And there are certain times that in situations like this where you bring your quicks on, you think it's a little dark, you try and call the game off as a fielding unit. But I don't think that's a time, or this is a time that England should do that. They've got only one wicket. Sri Lanka's batting pretty well, but still it's an opportunity this last half hour to nip something out, isn't it?
Well, this is an interesting situation right here, because this is the change. Remember this morning, the ball change brought about the wickets.
First ball after the ball change and the second ball after the ball change. There were 2 wickets to Asitha Fernando. Have you tried that with umpires?
Yeah, I mentioned at the time too, it's a new batch of Kookaburra balls. I'm sure they're the same here, the new batch of test match balls. So they've tried to make them a little bit more like the Duke ball. So they do have a more pronounced seam. They probably stay shiny for longer, is what the players are saying, but they do tend to just go out of shape a little bit.
Doesn't look too happy, Johnny Bairstow, with that one. The handcuffs were taken out. Actually, would you say that he's bowled better than in the first innings? 12 overs for none so far.
Yeah, possibly. Sri Lanka has certainly batted a lot better. That's one of the keys.
And when that ball softens up, the seam disappears, it tends to slow down a lot more. It gives the batsman a little bit more time to adjust. Shots if something does happen. That's of course if he has his wits about himself. If you're panicky or you get ruffled by these little movements, then you tend to search for it or bring out a poor shot. The real key, the best players of spin will always tell you, Simon, trust your defense. Know that you can trust your defense, playing spin becomes so much easier.
You're not worried about the good ball, are you? Just looking for those scoring opportunities. Nice loop on that occasion.
Love where you're dropping there, Leachy. Love where you're dropping there, Leachy.
Let's project a little further as well in terms of the ball. We were talking about it. 57 overs, 18 remaining. If England get through that, probably in the first half or tomorrow they could take the second new ball. In terms of the game, that's also a good opportunity. You've got this half hour today or these few overs to try and nip one out, which is hard for batsmen. And then you've got that little period where batsmen are trying to get used to the ball in the morning, and then you get the new cherry. So these are opportunities.
At the moment, this over's just been probably a foot too full. Every delivery, Sal Mendes has been able to just come forward and smother it. Maybe Jeetan Patel's got some little nuggets of help, a little bit of information perhaps. 155 for 1.
We spoke quite a bit about the clock tower, but I can tell you another thing. They're not a team. They don't work together. The two clocks are running at two different times, running their own race.
I wonder why that is and who maintains it.
Roshan will know, will inquire. He knows everything.
Is he coming back on after us?
I think he's off for the day. He's gone.
Is he? A half-day Roshan.
You said it, you put it right.
They've all got different times. This one has as well.
They're all over the place.
Nicely played. Didamana looks like he's got time. Oh, what's happened there, Russ? that is lagging behind.
Maybe that's still in yesterday's time. Got to check the date on that. You're right. The batsmen look like they have plenty of time. That's why you need to grind it through, hang in there and get through those first 20-30 minutes. After that it becomes a different game, even though a lot of things happen. What really changes is that the scoring of
to get good.
tea with your... You want anything with your tea? Dad, you want anything with your tea?
Can I have it?
Let me ask my mom. What? What you said, Dad? What you said? He's not answering. Doing work.
motor going. He's off out.
Slow start, but he's off.
Brilliant shots from our drone.
It's gone a long way, isn't it, from where we are?
Yeah, I think he can go up to about 5 or 6 kilometres away without any trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.